Is a career in real estate sales for you? Hi, I'm Eric Lowry with the Lowry team in eXp Realty, and today I just want to ask, is a real estate career for you? You know, we've all seen all the shows on HGTV, the $1 million listings this and all that, and it looks so glamorous. Real estate looks awesome, right? Well, it's not like that. It doesn't look like that at all. So how would you know if a career in real estate is for you? Well, today I've got just a few things I want to walk you through that you can ask yourself to see if real estate might be for you. The first one is you should really ask yourself the question, are you really willing to show up and do the work? You know, there's an old saying in real estate that people get into real estate for one of three reasons: freedom, flexibility, and the promise of untold wealth. And almost always people find the first two. They find the freedom. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want in real estate. At least that's what they say. Or they find the flexibility of working when they want to and going to the kids' soccer game instead of working during the day or whatever it might be. But you see, the freedom and the flexibility can be the enemy of the third thing, which is the promise of untold wealth. Or maybe more clearly said, making good money in real estate. And so you have to be willing to show up and do the work. And that leads to my next question. Are you willing to add some structure to your life? What do I mean by that? Are you willing to follow a work schedule? I know you got into real estate, or you think you're getting into real estate, so you can just do whatever, whenever. You can, but that will be at the cost of being successful in real estate, staying in it for the long haul, making good money at it. You have to be willing to add some structure to your life, meaning establish and get a calendar down for when you do the things that are most important in real estate business. Look for a new business, lead generation, lead follow-up, going your appointments, your showings, your listing appointments. Those types of things need to be in a calendar, and you need to have it as a routine where you follow it every week. That's what I mean by, are you willing to add structure? If that sounds awful to you and you just want to do whatever, whenever, this might not be the career for you. Are you willing, the next thing then is, are you willing to pick up the phone and talk to people? Now that one freaks out a lot of people. They're afraid to get on the phone. They're afraid to call people they don't know. They're afraid to do that lead generation efforts. And at some level in real estate, you have to do that. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that 6-8 hours a day. I'm not saying you have to dial hundreds of numbers a day, but you've got to be willing to do outreach to people to find business. People will not just come to you and say, hey, can you help me? If it worked that way, it'd be amazing. And it doesn't. You've got to be pursuing, hunting for business. And if you're not willing to do that, it's going to be a struggle. You see, this is a sales career, and you've got to go find people to work with. You've got to find clients. You can do it many ways, through cold calling or door knocking or expired listings or for sale by owners or online leads or sphere of influence, all a myriad of things. But at the end of the day, you still have to reach out to people. So are you willing to do that? And then are you willing to be learning based? Are you willing to spend some of your time every week learning the real estate market, understanding the dynamics of what's happening with sales and with pricing and how long listings are taking to sell and what buyers are looking for and what are those trends they need and they're following and looking for? You've got to spend time every week learning your craft and learning your market area. Whatever the area is that you've chosen to really focus on, to specialize in, if you will, you've got to make sure that you know all the ins and outs of what's going on in the marketplace around those numbers of sales and pricing and so forth. But you've also got to know the neighborhoods. You've got to learn that marketplace. You've got to know where there's new construction neighborhoods. You've got to know where the condo communities are. You've got to know where the first-time homebuyer neighborhoods are. Where are the big move-up neighborhoods? That sort of thing. You've got to spend time every week learning the marketplace you're working in and all the dynamics that are going on in it. So those are some of the things I think you have to think of when you try to evaluate whether a career in real estate sales might be for you. Is that everything to take into account? No. This would be a really long video if they're everything. But those are some really key factors that you need to think about. And many times new agents or people who have just been in the business for a very, very short bit of time find that joining a team is actually the best way for them to get their feet on the ground to get started. If that's the case, if you're considering a team or want to learn more about the team, check out the video below. There's a link to below where I've recorded a video about why you might join a team. Give you some answers along that way. If you're thinking about joining a team and you think that might be the way you want to go, please reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you about our team and why we think we're a little bit different. In fact, you can click the link below here also to book a strategy call with me where we can jump on a call for 30 minutes and just talk about real estate, what it looks like to be on a team, what our team looks like, and then we'll take it from there. So hopefully you found this helpful. If I can help you in any way, please reach out. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon.